Welcome back, my dear students. So today will be talking about lichens. First of all, the term lichens, it was used by theophrastus to denote superficial growth on tree barks. So what is basically this lichen? It is actually a symbiotic association of fungi and algae which leads to a structurally organized entity. Okay, two organisms, they are living in symbiotic association and they form what are known as lichens. Lichens, they are known as the extreme survivors. They are known to live in driest deserts, wettest forests, and besides this they occupy the world's highest summits, or you can say altitudes. You can find lichens in diverse habitat types like deserts, moist rainforests, and besides this you can find them in the highest altitudes. So now you know this lichen, it basically represents an intimate symbiotic association of fungi and algae. It is composed of two parts: mycobiont, which is known as fungal component, and phycobiont, which is known as algal component. So what is basically the mycobiont? The literal meaning of mycobiont is myx means fungi and biont means life. It is a fungal partner and it has many functions. The important ones include it gives protection from heat and drought. It also helps us in retention of moisture or absorption of moisture, you can say. Okay, this part, the outer part here, which covers the algal part, this represents the mycobiont. It provides the structural covering for algae. Here you can see it provides the structural covering. It encases the algal component. The mycobiont, or you can say the fungal component, it anchors the lichen to tree barks, rocks, and other substrates. Okay, these are some important functions of mycobiont. Now phycobiont, the algal partner. Since algae, they possess photosynthetic pigments, you can here see they are green in color because of the presence of photosynthetic pigments. They are capable of photosynthesis. They prepare the organic food material for the lichen by fixing carbon dioxide, and if the algal component belongs to cyanobacteria, it can also fix the atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, because there are some cyanobacteria who are capable of fixing the atmospheric nitrogen. So the main function of the algal component is it helps us in the manufacture of organic food material for the lichen. Here you can see this is the algal component, it is green in color, and this algal component, it is specifically associated with photosynthesis, and sometimes if this algal component belongs to cyanobacteria, it can also fix the atmospheric nitrogen. Now the occurrence and habit of lichens. Lichens are perennial and they occur from polar to tropical areas. Thus, they cover a wide range of ecosystem types. They are mostly known to occur on tree barks, decaying woods, humus-rich soil, stones, sand, barren rocks, cooled volcanic lava, icy tundra, and alpines. They are known to occur in all such habitat types. Thus, they are varied in terms of their habitat. Okay. Interestingly, some Arctic lichens, they are believed to be 4,500 years old. Some Arctic tundra lichens, which occur in tundras, they are known to have lived 45 years. They are known to be 45 years old. Okay. The lichens which grow on stones, they are specifically named as saxocoles, and those which grow on the bark of trees, they are known as corticoles. This is very much important. Lichens growing on stones, they are known as saxocoles, and those growing on tree bark, they are known as corticoles. There are some aquatic lichens, rather a few aquatic lichens, And the examples include Peltigera and Verrucaria. These are two important examples of lichens which live in aquatic habitats. Lichens can be used as bioindicators. They help you predict whether an area is pollution free or it is polluted. Okay, because the lichens, they do not usually grow near the smoky industrial areas. By looking at the health of lichens, you can predict, you can say whether this area is pollution free or it is polluted. Some lichens, they form the important components of the food chain. They form the important part of the food chain, like reindeer moss, okay, which is known as Cladonia rangiferina. It grows luxuriantly in tundra region and forms food for reindeer and caribou. Okay, here you can see this is the reindeer moss which is present in Arctic tundra, and this reindeer moss, it is very much vital. It is very much important for the existence of reindeer moss, okay, and caribou, because it forms the main food of reindeer moss and caribou. The lichens are highly pigmented. They can range in color from bluish, green, gray, yellow, orange, red, and brown. They contain a varied sort of pigments, and because of those pigments, they can assume a range of color shades. Some common Indian genera include Cladonia. These are some genera of lichens which are found in India. Parmelia, Osnia, and Physia. Okay, these are some important genera of lichens which belong to Indian territories. Now the composition of lichens, you already know, it is composed of two parts, mycobuoyant and phycobuoyant. Now the mycobuoyant or the fungal partner, it can belong to either ascomycetes or basidiomycetes, and the fungal partner or phycobuoyant, it belongs either it can be either a green alga like Cocomixa, Cladophora, or a cyanobacterium, blue green alga, okay, like Giliocapsa, nostoc, rivularia. Now the nature of the association. Nature of association. Though the association appears purely symbiotic, but there are some evidences that suggest that the association is partially or wholly parasitic. Okay, though it appears to be a symbiotic association, pure symbiotic association, but there are some evidences that tell you that the association is wholly or partially parasitic. The evidences in favor of parasitic view include, it has been found that some fungal cells, they form hastoria. Okay, there has been reported the formation of hastoria, okay, inside the cells of algae. So the hastoria of fungi, they are known to be present inside the algal cells, and this tells you that the association is parasitic, okay, because hastoria, it represents the key characteristic of parasitic species. One more evidence in favor of parasitic view is the algal component. It has been known to live independently, but the fungal component, it cannot survive without the algal component. This also tells you that the association is somewhat parasitic, because a parasite cannot live independently. Okay. One more view about this association is that of halotism. Halotism is basically a master-slave relationship. Okay. In this association, I mean in lichens, it has been found that the fungal component shows predominance over the algal component. That means fungal component acts as the master, while as the algal component acts as a slave. Okay. So halotism tells you that the association is a sort of master-slave association where one component is having predominance and the other one is somewhat suppressed. Okay, so this is all about lichens, their distribution, the nature of association. In the next part, we are going to discuss the classification of lichens based on their structure, and then the economic importance of lichens. Okay, so see you soon with a new lesson. Till then, stay blessed and thank you.